started. We really estimate how much we contribute to Ghana's GDP. This is very important. You must consider all these things. When all is said and done, the most important test of permeation of S&T into the life of a nation will be the nation's ability and capability to meet the basic needs of the population, which are food, shelter, clothing, infrastructure, health, security, thus dealing with endemic problems that confront us, such as food insecurity, environmental degradation and pollution, sanitation challenges, and endemic and neglected diseases that we have, malaria, AIDS, biliary ulcer, syphilis, and sexually transmitted disease, as well as mass poverty and illiteracy. So, we need to recognize that we are in a fight for survival, and there's a need for us to be determined, aggressive, ambitious, and passionate about our affairs. One thing that I've noted in this country is that we are not a determined people at all. And we are not aggressive about our survival. And we are not very passionate about our affairs. And passion is what is described in the Bible is doing everything with all your soul, with all your might, and with all your strength. You have to be passionate about what you do. You see, the world may want to ridicule us that we cannot do it, we can't do it, we don't know it, and intimidate us. That we are far behind, we cannot catch up. But we should not allow ourselves to be intimidated. We should not have to run after them. However, we can learn from their achievements and mistakes whilst charting our own path and preserving our cultural heritage and our time-tested values. Finally, I want to congratulate the class graduating today. I have no advice for you because you are all experienced people and mature scientists. And I don't expect you to go into the proverbial job market. No. And just as Dr. Kobina said, go there as established people, build your own businesses, and employ others. Don't go brandishing your certificate looking for jobs. No. We expect you to be different. Go and create your own businesses, and it will be well with you. And to my colleague and junior brother, Professor Makampia, as his predecessor said, I wish him well, and I've been told that you are competent and that you will do it. And to CSIR, I wish you well. May God bless CSIR. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you.
Thank you, the Honorable Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation. It's now time for the award of degrees. But before that, we will call our valedictorian, Mr. Charles Brefunimo, to give his address. Mr. Charles Brefunimo.
His Royal Majesty Otumfuose Tutu II, Santihine, they represented here by Nana Dr. Yao Eje II, the board chairman of CCST, Professor Anamwa Mensah, Professor Victor Ajiman, who is the Director General for CSIR, Professor Makapia, the President of CCST, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Joseph Gatti Ampia, the Council Chairman of CSIR, Professor Robert Kingsford Adabo, Honorable Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Professor Kwabena Frimpong-Boateng, members of the Governing Board, faculty members, Nana Long, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. It is a privilege to deliver the valedictory speech on behalf of my fellow graduates at this ceremony, which marks the first CCST congregation. I wish to express my sincere gratitude and want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who is here to witness this significant milestone chalked by CCST. I have come to believe that life is about making choices, but the decision of what we choose is often based on who we are, what we stand for, where we want to be, and why we want to be there. About 2 to 3 years ago, most of us met for the first time on this campus and other affiliated campuses as students. Each one of us made a firm decision to pursue a postgraduate studies by enrolling either on an MSc or an MP program. The journey started with enormous enthusiasm and hope, but not without challenges as we traversed this far. Most of us have to make sacrifices that was detrimental to our families, finances, and even our jobs. But it is because we were guided by the principles we stood for. I have personally been motivated by the refreshing words of the former UN General Secretary, that illustrious son of our great nation, Ghana, the late Kofi Annan, and I quote, "Education is a human right with immense power to transform, and it is the premise of progress in every society, in every family," unquote. It is with a warm, bare heart as we gather here today to witness and celebrate our success stories of being the first graduates of our alma mater. I need to quickly indicate that it is by the grace of God. I recall on the occasion after the first year when students were asked to indicate what we intend to do after completing our respective programs. I confidently stated on my form that I would like to become a program manager for an international NGO. Today, as I stand in front of you, I am a senior program manager for a renowned international NGO. The lesson for me is that it matters not who you are, where you are today. You can dream your tomorrow if you work towards it, with education as a real game changer. I am indeed very proud to become one of the first alumni of CCST, and I hope it's the same for my colleagues. As we step out of these walls of this university, we shall proclaim the relevant programs being offered to fill the job market, the innovative teaching and learning by our renowned lecturers and faculties, as well as the ambience of our campuses. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I thank you for your audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Charles Brefo Nimo. We shall now invite Professor Joseph N.L. Lamptey, Head of Departments of Plant Resources Development and representative of the heads of the other departments in the college, to present graduates for conferment.
The congregation is indeed historic. In all 20 graduates shall be awarded their degrees. It is the first time since the
Will all
establishment of
graduating
the college.
students of the Graduate School of CSIR College of Science and Technology, please rise
It is my
and
honor
remain
to
standing.
welcome you to this historic ceremony. The notable among us today, historic ceremony, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, the
The
Second
Vice
Minister,
Chancellor of the University
and the
of
Minister
Cape
of
Coast,
Mist, Professor Ransford
I,
Adabo, council
Professor
secretary-
Joseph
the council
N.L.
chairman.
Lamte, Head, Department of Plant Resources Development, and representative of the heads of the other departments of CSIR College of Science and Technology, present to you graduates of the college standing before you and others who are unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy. The graduates have followed the approved programs of study over the stipulated period, passed the required examinations, and have thus become eligible for the academic awards to which their studies entitle them. I pray for conferment of the awards due them. Thank you.
By the authority vested in the Academic Board of the University of Cape Coast, I, Professor Joseph Gatti Ampia, Vice Chancellor of the University, do hereby pronounce the graduates presented duly graduated. Accept my congratulations.
Master of Philosophy, Climate Change and Integrated Natural Resources Management, Edukusi Abena. Brayful Nimo Charles. Ibrahim Fozia. Ochre Ejapon Eunice. Master of Science, Climate Change, Integrated Natural Resources Management, Abrokwa Set Owusu.
It is my honor to welcome you
Appear
to
Joseph
this historic
Kwan.
ceremony. It is the first time since the establishment of the college.
Master of Philosophy, Food Science and Technology,
This maiden
Abomega
congregation is
Leonardo.
indeed historic. In all 20
Bruce
graduates shall
Maxwell,
be awarded their degree.
Eba Louisa Abena.
The notable among us today is Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology.
Master of Philosophy,
And
Plant
he is the
Breeding and
Second Minister
Biotechnology,
for
Abuaje
the
Agnes
Council of
Echan.
Scientific and Industrial Research. Professor Ransford Adabo is the Council Chair. Professor Victor Ajimai,
Jao Joseph,
the Director General of the Council and Rep of Asante Hene, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II.
Lamte Maxwell, Sechi
We
Nana
appreciate our
Kwame,
power sponsors, Catford Ventures, producers of Asida rice, white and brown rice,
Terrier Isaac,
This product is free from debris and stones. For more purchase, please contact
Master of
050
Philosophy, Soil Health and
142
Environmental Resources
5000.
Management. Amwa Ben.
050 142 5000 or 0277 73
Asamoah Eric.
34. And also APTC is Agricultural Productivity Technology Center of the CSIR or CRI, located at
Asante Prince Charles.
Kumasi. The center provides advisory services, training, and sales of production guide.
Owusu
For
Aaron
more
Bedu.
information, please contact 050 138 1887 050
Owusu Ansa
138
Alexander.
1887. Contact Dr. Jonas Osoyedu for your production guide, maize, cassava, and yam.
And Owusu Ansa Isaac. Thank you.
Richie cocoa chips, very rich in vitamins and nutrients, and good for your health.
Please be seated.
Please
Round of
contact
applause
044
for our pioneers.
106392 for more purchase.
Congratulations,
We are live
pioneer
online
graduates of
At
CCST.
www.critv.gh.com.
We humbly invite Reverend Professor
For more,
Fancy Dapa,
For
Vice
sponsorship, please
President of the
contact
college,
0242
to administer the alumni
58
oath.
1005 0242 581005 or 050 13 81 887 050 13 81 887.
Graduates, now that you have been conferred with your degrees, you can now turn your tassels to the left. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you. You are now alumni of this great institution. Please, can you be upstanding and remain standing whilst you repeat the alumni oath after me? I, you put your name there, I do solemnly pledge to faithfully fulfill my duties as an alumnus of the CSIR College of Science and Technology. I pledge to use my knowledge, skills, and experiences to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning, for the well-being of my communities and country. I promise to be a loyal ambassador for my college, to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will endeavor in all my dealings to be known as persons of honor and repute, to bring respect to my alma mater. So help me God. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Vice President. We shall now call on Professor Daniel Ofori, Director and Director's Representative on the CSIR College Governing Board Council, to make a presentation on behalf of the Governing Board. Professor Daniel Ofori.
The Honorable Minister, Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Representative of the Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II Asantehene, the Chairman of the Governing Council of CSIR, the Director General of CSIR, the Vice Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, members of the board of the college. I've seen Prof. Isuman here, who is also the VC of Koforidua Technical University, the Deputy Director General, President of CCST, Vice President of CCST, the first President of the college, Directors of CSIR, Assistant Registrar, Program Coordinators, Lecturers, staff, graduates, all protocols reserved. I'm going to make a presentation on behalf of the college board, and it is in the honor of Professor Joseph Gatti Ampia, Vice Chancellor of UCC. Prof, can you be upstanding, please? Prof, you were the chairman of National Accreditation Board when application was submitted for accreditation. You facilitated the process and got the document signed. You then moved on and became Vice Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, the mentoring institution of CCST. And it is under your regime that the affiliation document was signed. You have also conferred degrees to our first batch of students and also participated in the investiture of the second college president. The college board appreciates your immense contribution to the growth of the college. And that we want to present this to you as a symbol of our appreciation and how you have managed to help this college to move at this time. So please accept this token as our appreciation, and then these also as appreciation from the board. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ofori. May we now invite the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Joseph Gatti Ampia, and my own Vice Chancellor to make a short statement.
Honorable Minister, may I stand upon the protocol already established for acknowledging dignitaries here to make a short statement. I'm most grateful to CSIR and the college for the honor done me, and by extension, my university. For me, as the then chairman of the National Accreditation Board, I knew that I was just doing my job with my members, giving a fair hearing to everyone, and giving accreditation for those who deserve it. And CCST really deserved it. And we were convinced that in spite of all the oppositions from other people and other institutions, we should give them the go-ahead. From there, I became the Vice Chancellor of the university, signed a document. Today, we see the fruits of the efforts CSIR and the college have made. graduating these 20 people who will serve our nation in the area of science and technology. Now I'm happy that I've been part of this ceremony and thank everyone, especially CSIR and the college, for the honor done me. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, my Vice Chancellor. Right. You know, this program would not have been successful without the presence of our distinguished guests and personalities who, despite COVID-19 pandemic, made time to join us to celebrate this historic ceremony with us. So I would like to acknowledge them. First of all, I want to acknowledge Professor Kobna Frimpong Boateng, the Sector Minister for Science, Environment, Science, Technology, and Innovation. The Honorable Professor did not come alone. He came with other personalities. We have Ms. Olivia Boache, Mr. Oliver Boache, sorry. We have the representative of His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II Asantehene, Nana Okofo-Boa, Dr. Ejay II. Nana did not come alone. He came with 3 of his subjects. We also have Professor Robert Kingsford Adabo, Chairman, CSIR Council. And my Vice Chancellor, Professor Joseph Gatampia. We also have Professor David Esuman, a board member and also the Vice Chancellor for Koforidua University, Technical University, sorry. And we have one of our past president, Professor Joseph Kobna. We are most grateful for. We also have Mr. Justice K.J. Boateng, Head of Institutional Affiliation Office, UCC. And we have directors of CSIR Institute, Dr. Daniel Asenso Jebibi, Director of CSIR Building Road Research Institute. We have Dr. Ebenezer Ansan, Director, CSIR Animal Research Institute, Accra. We have Professor Moses Brantford Mochia, Director, CSIR Crop Research. He gave us this place to host this ceremony, so we really need to acknowledge him for it. We have Professor Mohammed M. Buri, Director, Soil Research Institute. We have Professor Michael Osei Achnubuana, Director, CSIR Water Institute. And we have Professor Daniel A. Ofori. We also have heads of all academic departments. We also have administrative officers in the college and members of the Congregation Planning Committee. We are most grateful to you. We also have the Deputy Director General, Professor Paul Bosu. Right. We now want to invite the Director General of CSIR Ghana to give his closing remarks and dissolve the congregation.
the representative of His Majesty Otumfuo, Honorable Minister, President, CCST, Vice Chancellors herein present, Chairman, CSIR Council, directors, and then staff and program heads. It is indeed a privilege that we are here to participate in this groundbreaking ceremony. But all, as we say, all good things always have an end. And we are pleased and grateful to God that today's ceremony has been successful. And I once again congratulate the graduates on the feat they have attained. On this note, it is my singular honor and privilege to dissolve this congregation. And I herein dissolve the congregation. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay. There will be photo section after the recession because today's ceremony is historic and we need to have records on that. And if you look at the back, at the last page of your brochure, you will see the order that we will have this special photograph. And also, immediately after the photo section, there will be refreshments for all dignitaries and guests at the APTC Training Center within the Science Enclave Musea. And the ushers will help us with the direction of the place. And graduates and staff will also be refreshed at the CSIR conference room. Okay. Please let us all be upstanding as we take the national anthem, Yen Ara Assassini, after which you remain standing to usher the governing board and the members of convocation. Cultural troupe will usher the governing board and the convocation out of the auditorium. Please remain standing.